lot of laughing.
Thank you. Oh no, Craigbot is visible.
Shameful.
Terrible. Are we actually live?
We are now.
Yeah.
We
Hi.
are now, yeah, totally.
Hi.
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 I
Oh, why is that still there? Fuck. I'm so goddamn. Everything's fine.
still there.
I don't know. I just deleted it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything.
What was it?
Craigbot.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the
The Monty
freaking.
Python thing.
Oh.
That's the one. Thank you. So welcome. It's Phixius 5. Obviously, we are down a couple people. Maggie might be coming later. They have food poisoning, so they're going to see if they can actually eat something first, and then they'll come. It's just the four of us now for now, though, and that's okay. Our sponsor for tonight's episode is CanadianDice.ca. You can go to CanadianDice.ca, use the code TheVectair, all one word, to get 10% off your order. There are dice there, obviously, but there's a bunch of other shit too. There's dice and handmade dice bags by Ryan's partner, Jasmine, who you may see on Legacy of Fire every week. You can also get some roll-ups. I thought I had one right there, but I don't. It's somewhere on my chaos. It's fine. Everything's fine. They're snacks. I got everything I need. Our dice pick of the week from Maggie is Unicorn Dream, which you may have seen before, but, it's Pride and it's pastel. So, pastel Pride.
Yay.
Thanks, Asparagus, for the $5 to the Trevor Project, which brings me to the Trevor Project. It is a wonderful, wonderful organization running in the U.S. and Mexico, helping 2S LGBTQIA plus youth and helping to lower their suicide rates. It is a very, very important cause to a lot of us here in the Vectair, and we just want to give them some money so that they can expand their reach. Maybe get up into Canada, go across the ocean. Who knows? There's a lot of people, youths in particular, that are very vulnerable, especially in the Alphabet Mafia. So we just want to help out where we can.
Save the youths.
Save the youths. And if you do donate to the Trevor Project through our Twitch links, you will be entered for our weekly dice giveaway, as well as our big, fabulous end of month queer gift basket. There's lots of stuff in there. There's a t-shirt, there's a mug, stickers, dice, maybe some other fancy mystery goodies that you can post about on Insta after you receive it. So just donate and you are automatically entered. Obviously, you have to be comfortable with giving me your address and know that I will stalk you.
It's true.
It's true. I have your address. I start looking it up on Zillow and Redfin. Start pulling police records. I'm weird.
Wow.
Thanks, Duality. I'm just kidding. I don't actually do that. I might look up your address because I'm nosy. What do we got this week? So Saturday, tomorrow, we have Together Among the Stars at 11:30 a.m. with our wonderful Dungeon Daddy, Rick. And our special guest ranger this week is Ash from the Storyteller Tavern. Amazing Toronto-based podcast. Definitely go give them a follow on Instagram and wherever you get your podcasts.
They're almost as big a nerds as we are.
They are. We actually started our recording of Monster Hearts with them a couple days ago, and it was hilarious and funny, and I can't wait to finish it and let all of you hear it. It's going to be great.
And once again, supposed to be a one-shot, turned into a two-shot.
Well, that's the thing with Powered by the Apocalypse, though. If you make a one-shot, it's not going to be a one-shot. You need just one.
I should have just scheduled 2 right away.
Yeah. You need 2 sessions to set up all your character development, set up the plot, do your gay flirting, which is very important to Powered by the Apocalypse. So just plan for 2. That's just how it's going to be. Unless you are an emotionless bastard. Sunday, we have
play for 8 hours.
Or you play for 8 hours, which you also can do, provided you take breaks. Sunday, we have Legacy of Fire at 7:30. Monday, Mistwalkers at 8:30. Bankar Brouhaha on Tuesday with DM Emily. And Alyssa is also in that game. That is at 8:30 on Tuesday, and this is session 2. Wednesday, we will have the Wasteland Saga this week. We missed it the 2 weeks ago, just due to some scheduling issues. But our guest this week is going to be Tim from Stronghold D&D. That's at 9 o'clock on Goodman Games Official. Thursday, we have Song of Crystal and Shadow, which is our Final Fantasy D&D game. If you like D&D and you like Final Fantasy, why not try both at the same time? Just shoot us a message and we can get you into that table. We got about 2 seats left. And, it's a good, fun game based on Final Fantasy XIV. So let us know. Obviously, we have the merch store. And if you buy Pride merch from there during the month of June, we're going to give that money to the Trevor Project. So even if you don't want to donate to us directly, it's still going to go there. And you get a shirt or a mug or whatever. Podcast is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Pause for 2 seconds so I can cut the announcements. I don't think I will. Fuck you, Artemis. I'm going to keep talking and then throw it to you.
Right. Look, I'm not the one that complained about it. It was Emily.
Well, you're muted, so your complaints are invalid.
I didn't complain. I simply mentioned that by the time the podcast is posted, the announcements are irrelevant.
Okay, that's valid.
That's why I said to pause so that I can cut them out.
5 seconds right there. You're good.
Okay, I got it.
Start with 5 seconds. You're good. Just kidding.
Okay, well. God, you're so bossy.
I know.
I'm at work right now. Jesus. All right, so when we last left off, there was lots of chaos, as per usual. You fought the HOA and sort of won.
Sorry.
And
sort of what? Wait, what?
Sure.
She's coming back to get us, I'm telling you.
Just keep telling yourselves that. It's fine. You got some more information from the king and queen when you visited them. Learned of another location of one of the relics of divinity that you're sort of chasing down. And you returned back to your home. And as everything was settling down for the evening, Karini and Elise found themselves under attack. Or something. And so we're just going to jump right in.
The 2 people with the least amount of hit points are being attacked.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. First things first. Ram, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. And then hold on to that number for a second. Well, I don't really care.
Ooh.
I'm just
11.
Perfect.
I'm assuming we're not wearing our armor to bed.
I would guess not, considering that you're in your own home. Nice try, though.
Marks you have when you woke up in the morning.
Well,
anyways. So, Karini, since you're here.
Just checking.
Karini, you were dreaming about being home. In your village, your family, all around, the kids running and playing chase with the dandelions. Everything is peaceful. As much as you remember the last time that you were there, creatures flitted in and out of the Fey Gate, and the sense of the forest around you was heavy in the air. Suddenly, there's a flash of light, and everything around you erupts in fire. The trees in the glades the trees of the glade are burning. Creatures and the villagers alike are fleeing and screaming. And you see, through a break in the trees, towering over everything, a writhing black mass of inky shadow, burning red eyes, and the sound of maniacal laughter fills the air. You look around your village as houses are burning and people are running and screaming, and suddenly there's a sharp pain, and you look down, and in your chest there is a very strange looking dagger. The handle of it is made of an onyx material. You're not really sure if it's stone or glass or something like that, but very distinct. And it's wrapped in silver wire. And you wake up suddenly in bed, and you check, and you're unharmed. Or you think. What do you do?
So I'm not injured?
You're not sure. You feel injured.
Okay.
You are quite alone in your room.
Can I just... Nothing is reset yet, right?
Nope, not yet. Still the middle of the night. Nice try.
I'm gonna... Oh. I'm going to do I'm gonna do a thing, I promise. I'm gonna cast something.
Thank you for the clarification.
Look, this is difficult situation. I'm under stress.
To figure out what you're gonna do.
I know, but it's hard.
I told you all to talk about this, and nobody did. So
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on myself.
Oops, sorry.
okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna go invisible because furbolgs do that. And run out of the room.
Okay, so we'll come back to that in a second. Ram, because of your beautiful wisdom saving throw there. You are... Where are you, actually? What is it that you're doing?
Probably
Aster's asleep.
just knitting somewhere.
Okay. Like, are you in Aster's room? Or are you in the house somewhere?
Yeah.
Or what are you up to?
Probably in I don't know, one of the common rooms.
Okay, sure. So yeah, you, as you're knitting, you get to the end of a row, and you hear the sound of something upstairs go thunk very loudly, and judging sort of from the direction, you guess that Elise has fallen out of bed. And you hear what sounds like scrambling, and suddenly you hear a door, because you're on the first floor. All the common rooms are sort of on the first floor there. You hear down the hallway, you hear Karani's door kick open. And as you kind of look, all of a sudden, it's almost like high-pitched screeching suddenly fills your senses, and your vision goes staticky, and you can't move.
Oh no.
G'day.
And when that happens, you get a vision. There is... You're standing... No place that you recognize. There is clouds or smoke or something around you. You're not entirely sure. But you can hear, maybe in the distance, you can hear what maybe sounds like rushing water. It's hard to tell. But you see, ahead of you through the mist, you see a very familiar, enormous, amorphous, black, inky blob with red eyes, and you hear laughter just over and over and over again, unending. You recognize this. You've seen it before. This is Tharizdun. You've seen him, and this is much how you remember him. I'm going to push this picture out again for people so you can show them.
Ugh.
But you hear this laughter, and as you try to focus in on Tharizdun himself, you see sort of flying around him in sort of a pattern. You're not really sure, but as you see around him, you see flying what looks to be Rirka. You see this undead angel with matted wings and skeletal features, sunken eyes, and a halo that burns. And she flies around him, and you begin to hear singing. You're familiar with this song by now, but it still brings that sense of sort of panic and chill, and you're unable to move away from it or towards it or anything like that. And you just hear, you know without a doubt that they're looking at you, that they see you, and you know, even without having to turn your head, you can tell they see your friends. People are in danger. That is the most overpowering sense that you get. There is danger. And then the vision ends, and you can see Karani rush out of her room, looking sort of wild. Well, actually, you can't. You see the door open, and then nothing happens. And, as you're in the workshop, you and Beboop are in there tinkering with something. You can hear suddenly crashing through the house as somebody falls out of a bed upstairs and somebody kicks open a door. And you turn to go, you begin to hear laughter. Maniacal, unending laughter. And it seems to be coming from nowhere and everywhere all at once. And it just fills your senses. And then it ends. And you are all left alone in the silence of your house. And Ram, you come back to yourself and you're able to move again.
I'm bolting faster.
I scoop up Beboop and try to find people.
Okay, so you emerge from the workshop just as you hear Ram thundering up the stairs. And Ram, you burst into Aster's room, and she's sitting up, kind of looking around, a little disoriented, a little dizzy, and kind of holding her head like, what happened? I had a bad dream.
I don't know, but we're gonna just come here. They gather her up and run for another room.
Okay, yeah, she sort of like, you put her on your shoulders, and she just kind of sploots out like she does. And you go to Elise's room, who's the closest, and you open the door to find them fighting with their bed sheets, trying to get out of it. Hair just everywhere. The not a peasant painting flaps in the breeze as you open the door.
It's a very lovely painting, if I do say so myself.
It's very beautiful.
Just start like tearing the sheet to get them out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eventually you sort of get them free, and Elise stands up and kind of looks around. So, did anybody else have a bad dream?
Dream. Wait, yes.
Strange laughing in the house.
You turn around and suddenly Beboop is right there with, or O is there. Every game that you're in, this is happening.
Yeah, there's some little anthropomorphized creature person that just appears at my elbow every time.
I pat Ram.
Thanks. Maybe don't sneak up on everybody, though, when everything is awful.
Okay. We'll sneak.
I'm assuming O has their pickle fork.
Yes. Ready for whenever. Whatever may come.
Okay. And then I'm assuming eventually Karini shows up, but they're invisible.
Well, I mean, she only stays invisible for 6 seconds, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you burst out of your room, and eventually, you hear Ram thundering up the stairs, and you hear noise from up there. Yeah. So you guess that the rest of them are there.
I am going to search our house for either, like, something that has been planted here or etched on a wall or something that would, like, something that would either cause us to have bad dreams or cause us to, like, people to get into our house or something like that. I'm looking around for
an investigation check.
Evidence of any of that if I can. Investigation. Okay. 19.
I don't think that's right. Okay, so it takes you a while, but you do eventually find under your bed, actually, there you sort of like pick your mattress up and you kind of look under there, and there is burned into the wood underneath the bed, there is a rune that you don't recognize.
Can I start checking other people's beds?
Sure. You find them under everybody's bed.
Do I have any idea what it might mean? Or is it similar to something? Or
make an Arcana check.
Perfect.
And the rest of you eventually see Karini, like, on a mission, searching your house.
I have advantage on those. Or wait. Hang on.
I go hopping after them. I'm very curious.
$16.
You know that it's probably just a glyph of some kind that is designed to cause visions or bad dreams or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously somebody's been in the house.
Okay. I'm probably not telling anybody anything, and I'm just, like, scrambling around in people's rooms looking at their beds. Yeah. And they're probably all just like, what the heck?
I picture you guys just sort of, like, funnel into the hallway to watch as Karini is, like, Scooby-Dooing across the house.
Scooby-Dooing. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Eventually,
eventually
I'll tell the room.
I'll tell people.
Karini, what do you find? What are you looking for?
There's like glyphs on our beds, presumably to give us bad dreams. Am I still, like, have I actually lost hit points?
Mm-hmm. You feel like it.
Cool.
Elise sort of eventually Elise says, yeah, I felt like I got stabbed or something, and then they sort of, because it's Elise, they just show everybody their chest.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can see very clearly there is a mark there, as though there was a knife stuck there.
Do I have one? Like if I...
You haven't looked yet.
Well, I mean... Start looking.
Okay, so you start checking, and eventually, it's difficult at first to find because of your fur, but you do eventually find there is a spot where you have what looks to be a stab mark.
I don't
But
like that.
it's fully closed. It's like an old scar.
When did you get stabbed?
Only in the dream that I had. And it was a black knife with silver wire around the handle.
And Elise
Like
confirms that.
stone, black stone or something.
Any bells at all?
You can roll me history or arcana.
2 things I'm excellent at.
Can I help?
Yep.
Since I read books. I describe it in great detail.
You can make your own check.
Oh, dang it. I still have... Wait.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never mind. I don't need to.
So, Ram, given everything that's been going on and all the heightened emotions and sort of you're thinking of your past a little bit, and you remember that there was a particular group of Tharizdun's followers that were famous for targeted assassination. And they carried knives just like these.
And do I know if they're poisoned or anything like that? Because it's going to be a long-term disease effects situation.
They definitely cause long-term poison effects, but they can also, depending on the person's sort of constitution, they can cause further effects besides that.
Oh, good, because
But
I have
you
really high
get the sense
constitution.
that if not dealt with, these wounds could cause problems. They don't really look like wounds; they look like maybe old scars, but you have seen this before.
Do we know how it was normally dealt with?
For the level of severity that they have, a lesser restoration would probably do the trick.
Lesser would
But
work?
you have seen it where the wounds are worse and need more work.
Right.
And that's because you guys passed your saves last time.
So, if you are able to cast lesser restoration on yourself, you might want to do that, and Elise too.
Yeah, I can do that. I will do that.
They don't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say they don't. It's bad.
I use 2 second-level spell slots to cast Lesser Restoration on it.
Okay. You hear, Ram, you hear from inside your chest, you hear a knocking sound.
Reggie!
You open it up, and Reggie's there, and he's got what looks to be in his arms a large batch of coins. He's like, Mom, where did these come from? These weren't here a minute ago.
Drop them, they may be poisoned.
He just drops them, they scatter the floor.
Perfect. Just leave those there for the rest of eternity.
But, Mom...
Yeah?
Where did they come from?
No. You're the one doing magic shit in my chest.
I didn't do any today. You went all weird and then they appeared.
maybe I'm a bank.
There's weird things that happen in here, Mom. I'm just saying.
Yeah, who fault is that? In there doing magic shit.
Here's what I suggest.
So he gives you
go ahead.
35 silver and 13 copper. I put them in the party sheet.
Thank you, Duality and Sophia. Let's look at a 2D or simple healing potion. And Curity gets a second level spell slot back.
I know, I'm catching up. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
We get 2 healing
I'm not
potions.
as fast as this. I'm not as fast as this as you are, okay?
I'm just trying. I'm trying to help.
We're not. You mean we're not as fast as chat?
Well, that too, but I'm also not as fast at it as Bree is. So, there's 2 simple healing potions.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I think
He also hands you those. He's like, here, Mom, I made these.
Oh, Reggie.
Thank you.
Good job.
I hand them immediately to Curity.
I'm gonna hand one to Elise and be like, "Do we need to? Do you want to, or should we hold on?"
I mean, I didn't mean you have to do it now. Just,
Sure.
You're very squishy.
I'll take it. Give one to Elise still, because
Be safe. Be safe.
Okay,
I
they're in the
suggest,
party sheet as well.
since we have weird glyphs on our beds, and the sanctuary is protected, that we're going to go in there and sleep in there on the pillows all together. And tomorrow we buy new bed frames, and they won't be permeable by whatever the heck came in here and did that.
You do know, Karini, that if you disrupt the rune somehow, it generally negates the magic.
Okay, then I'll drag a knife through all of them. And still, we're going to sleep in the sanctuary because it's hallowed ground and bad things have a hard time getting in. So that's what we're going to do.
So mean.
What are you talking about?
It's okay, I know somebody else has got one of those too, and they're saving it for Mistwalkers, so you can fuck right off with that shit.
Not my fault. They're gonna have a shitty doodle.
Anyways. Yes, you're able to, as soon as you sort of disrupt the rune, it sort of flares for a second and then goes dull.
Okay.
No, Duality, I know. Somebody else has one.
What's with big eyes, Zaffy?
It's cool.
What?
Yeah,
Fantasy Grounds update. That's fun. That makes me happy.
Wait, what is that? Okay, never mind. We'll deal with it afterwards. We'll deal with it afterwards.
If you open up an item,
Okay.
an inventory item, and you click the little chat box that's beside the lock, it outputs it to chat.
Oh.
Oops.
Just gonna ignore my typo in that one. Goodness.
Okay, I see it. Nice. That's awesome. All right, cool.
That's really nice.
It's so neat. It does spells too. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I'm here for that.
Sweet.
That's
That's what
awesome.
I'm talking about. Okay.
Amazing. Sorry.
That explains the really big update that I had.
Yeah.
Fantasy Grounds update. So if you're playing on Fantasy Grounds, make sure to update because it was big.
It's nice.
And it's awesome.
And it comes with a warning of
Chat.
if you update and open a game, this is how the game is going to be going forward. So
Yeah, I knew that it was a big one when I saw that. So.
Anyway, sorry everyone.
All right.
ADHD, something was shiny.
It's okay. We're all like squirrel.
We're gonna go rest in there. We're gonna get the rest of our sleep, and nothing is going to bother us.
Okay. DM dual card.
Right?
What?
Shove everybody inside.
The DM has to draw you a picture based purely on your username from Duality of Chaos.
Yay.
All right. Well, y'all can roleplay for a couple minutes then while I do this.
We go into the shrine.
Yeah.
And you guys go ahead and sleep. I need sleep. So
All right.
need to regain your stuff.
Boop will help. He'll keep you company. He doesn't.
He doesn't sleep?
No.
Oh,
No. He
okay.
is my steel defender, not sleeping. Ever.
Okay.
Help. And he kind of clinks along the floor to you.
Hello,
Curls up by your foot while you knit.
Cute.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty freaking cute. I'll need some
The
fat on it.
microphone is doing. It's doing the thing that it does sometimes.
While we're in there, I want to ask, if you have a god or anything, or just let me know. Yeah?
I do. Timora,
Do
Lady Luck. She
Oh.
helps me to be lucky as much as I can. Sometimes not enough, but I love her.
Okay. I think we could all use a little of that.
Yes.
What spots do I have left? Look at the map again.
Yeah, what do we have? We have there's like a bowl for a bowl of blood. Because we're
Yeah.
lords.
Yeah. There's and there's Ouroboros and Ioun are kind of together, but the Ioun is kind of secret.
Do you know that there's Ioun there?
I probably would have told you. Just because I don't know if I would have told everybody, but I might have told you. The hole that's in the ceiling that lets the starlight in for Ouroboros is shaped like an eye. And so
there's a little symbol on the side of it too, isn't there?
Right.
Yeah, but it's it's the Ouroboros symbol, but the plaque or the shape that it's on is also there's like an Ouroboros in the center of an eye.
Okay.
And then so do I know anything about Tamora? I assume I would, right? Guess I should.
Roll me a religion check.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Yeah, so generally speaking, she is the goddess of good luck and sort of that sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Generally depicted as female presenting, woman with sort of long hair, usually barefoot, but sort of tomboyish features, I guess.
Okay.
Often very crafty, dressed in a short white satin gold trimmed tunic and high brown leather boots. And she always wears a very delicate looking silver headpiece when she is visiting mortals.
Okay.
Just, yeah, generally speaking, just the goddess of luck, and very cheerful and curious. Often, like, very, very much like O is in the curiosity of, like, everything around them and that sort of thing. She's considered generous and likes to empower those who serve her. Generally considered to be a good deity.
Okay.
One of the lesser deities, but still powerful.
Just gonna say to O, if I give you some silver and we work on it together, could you help me make a lock for the door that has like a silver ring around it?
Yes.
With your goddess's symbol on it, and we can use it as a lucky lock for our sanctuary.
I can help. I would help. Fortune favors the bold.
True. If there's anyone we want watching over the lock on our door, it's the goddess of luck.
Yes.
That way we can hole up in here if we need to, and then you also have a space. And I'll make a mental note to buy more pillows and like silver and gold and white.
Okay. So I take. Did you hand me silver then? This is a future thing.
I don't know. I kind of ran out of my room in my pajamas.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I'll give it to you later.
You don't have silver in your pajamas? What?
No.
What kind of Claire are you?
Oh, you do have a bunch of silver that just fell off.
It's like dropping out of your pajama leg.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Look, I grabbed the holy water. It's fine.
I can also go get stuff. I mean, I don't sleep, so.
Yeah.
I can work on it now.
All right.
Yes.
I'll go get some stuff.
I will make us safe.
What do you need from the workshop?
Blowtorch. And a hammer. My tools. That is all.
I'll be right back.
I also don't remember what I set this sanctuary.
Do you bring Esther with you, or do you leave her in the temple?
I leave her here.
Okay. So yeah, as you make your way through the house, you're sort of gathering everything that you need.
Bee-boop's tootling after you, just saying.
I'll scoop up Bee-boop.
Okay. So yeah, you and Bee-boop sort of make your way through the house, and you got this little metal pangolin just kind of chilling. Pangolins always look like they're nervously waiting to ask you to prom, and I love it so much. So that's what he's doing. He's just sitting on your shoulders, like with his little claws.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Duality. This is really fast and crappy, but here we go. We got order. We've got order on one side, and then we've got the chaos on the other, because your name is Duality of Chaos. So Merry Christmas.
Move it over a little so we can see it on stream.
Which way?
Pull it back just like a half inch. There you go.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very good.
Anyways.
We need to have more of those cards. They're fun. They're fun.
As long as people are playing them when you're DMing too.
I thought the people that buy cards are in the game.
Fair. But yeah, you make your way through the house and you gather everything that you need. And as you're sort of heading back, you're almost back down, or you're almost back into the sanctuary when you hear in your it's just a little click 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 of his little paws.
Cute.
You hear that low grumbling voice that you know belongs to Tharizdun inside your mind, and you just hear.
Didn't come through. No.
I see you.
Okay, Sauron.
There's nothing else.
Gets my shiny metal ass. The sanctuary.
Bee Boop snuggles a little closer.
Okay, buddy. It's okay.
But you are back with your friends in the sanctuary.
I put down the acetylene torch with a little, like, gun thing and... Oh. Keep in mind, there are a bunch of trees in here.
I can be very careful if I try.
Okay.
So I will.
Thank you. Please try.
You are welcome.
If I try. If I try.
Check.
I hop off to a corner with the acetylene torch and some other things, whatever silver we have around, and start getting to it.
Just give her the silver that we got from... well, no, we probably have, like... Yeah, fuck it.
You probably have money in
You
here.
have some silver on her. I don't know.
Take the silver we got from either Duality or Sophia, whoever dropped that card. However much you need.
Okay. So I start
It
working
didn't
on...
show in chat for me.
What?
The card when it was played. Like I didn't even see it. The coins one.
I saw it played.
It was like...
Okay.
There was
It's
two.
like
There's
the silver coins and then... Or like the copper coins, the silver coins, and then like 2 health potions and second level health spells. So it was like all...
Okay, I probably just
There.
missed it then.
Yeah.
Because I saw the healing ones and stuff. But
yeah, I think it was right before that.
Duality dropped both coin cards.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, blended together.
Okay. Are you flipping me or asparagus off?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Duality.
Listen, asparagus, if I can't do that, you can't either. She doesn't let me get away with it. Anyways.
I can only handle so many ancient chihuahuas. So.
I'm sorry. Anyways, there's a bird in the corner of your sanctuary.
You hear the acetylene
Making
torch light up.
stuff.
Like, they've got their goggles on and just cackling maniacally.
Banging stuff with a hammer.
What other spells? Do I have create water? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got something to put that out just in case.
There we go. Fire.
I have Odaluk's Resilient Sphere. Contain it.
Smother it, yeah.
Featherfall? No?
I think that's gonna work now.
Too.
Wait, don't we have a fountain in here?
What?
Like a fountain or something we have in here?
No.
You have.
No, you had it removed.
Did we?
Yes.
Mm.
When Karini rebuilt everything in here,
I like
you had everything that was in
stone-shaped.
here removed.
I like stone-shaped a bunch of stuff and then spent 24 hours sitting in here hollowing it. I did like a whole... I was here for like 3 days. Got my hand open for Elise. You know,
For the bowl of
like you
blood?
do. Yeah,
Like you do.
it's Karani's blood.
There's definitely no oil in there.
No one else got their hand open and
Well,
There's one tiny drop in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
yeah.
Karini, as
And there's
O is
pillows
doing
everywhere.
whatever O is doing, you kind of glance at the little alcove that you have set aside for the Everlight, and you notice that as you sort of look at it, you notice that there is the flame in the candle that's burning in there seems to be very dim.
Mhm. Okay. I'm just gonna sit down over there and start meditating / probably eventually fall asleep, but trying to get any information, any
Okay,
contact, anything.
sure. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, wow. Rolling well. 28.
Okay. All right. So as you're sort of concentrating on this flame, the flame of the candle, you kind of sit down, make yourself comfortable, and you just sort of watch it waver as candles do. And after a moment, your vision is pulled from your body, almost as though there like a scrying spell was cast, and you are pulled from your body, you up through the clouds, and you come back down in a place that you don't recognize. And it is you hear the sounds of it's either air moving through a cave or water sort of babbling nearby. It's hard to tell exactly. You can't tell where it's coming from. It seems to be everywhere.
Okay.
And you seem to be underground somewhere, but you're not entirely sure where. It's nowhere that you recognize. It's dark. There is a single torch in a sconce on a wall, and in front of you, sort of directly in front of you, is what looks to be a stone pedestal, layered with dust, and has not been disturbed in a long time, given the amount of dust that's there. But you can see, sort of settled on this pedestal, you see what looks to be a brooch of some kind with, it looks to be flames sort of interlocking on each other and made of gold and silver interlaced with each other. And as you sort of look at it, you see that this pin, it reminds you very much of the design that you've seen of the Divine Gate. It's interwoven that sort of same way. The silver and the gold, you've seen the flashes in the sky of the gate where the silver and the gold interweave with each other. This is very much the same, but this looks to be done in the way of flames. And you hear a sort of familiar voice from your past, and just sort of off to the side, you hear, "This is my gift to you. Use it well." And then you're sort of thrust back into your body.
And I just have no idea where it is.
You know that it is, let me pull up the map here and
Underground somewhere. Do I have a vague idea of like what direction I went?
So okay. You got the sense that it is somewhere like coastal almost.
Oh.
You're drawn to the southeast. Like there's a sense of, oh, okay.
Sitting up straight is homophobic.
Oh my god.
Oh, posture check.
Okay.
I was sitting like a... So thank you.
That's okay. I spent 9 hours today like this, so I get it. It's all good. All right. But yes, you are drawn southwest southeast towards the coast, and you have a very strong sense of it's not necessarily the coast itself, but maybe just off the coast. Something underwater, maybe. But there was air in the cave, so
maybe we have to go through water to get to the cave? Like,
yes.
The entrance is submerged or something?
Mm-hmm. And you get the sense that, let's see if I can mark it here. Actually, it's already on the map. Where this sort of large circle is out in the Jade Sea on the map.
Nope, that's the house.
Hold on, I'll push the map out to you.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Version 4 map.
Big ol' map.
It's not what I had saved online.
Okay. So it
I've
doesn't
been slowly updating it as you guys have been going in and fucking shit up in here, so
does it seem like
yeah, I
it
just
was
put all the
on
pins
like
back on it.
was it on like an island in the middle of the ocean, or was it like
You
somewhere
do
in that
know
vague direction?
that the maelstrom is there.
Oh, perfect. Well, there we go.
That sounds good.
If anyone wants to go hang out in the middle of a storm for a few days.
I had a glitch. The map. The old map that I had, because I guess you deleted it, maybe? It froze. Because I had it on my quick bar. It like tried to.
I'm sorry.
It. No, you don't have to apologize. How dare you?
Sorry, I made sure to put all the pins back in the same spot and everything.
No, it's okay. I just didn't realize that you'd been updating it. So I had the original one from like session 1 in my taskbar.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not that map anymore.
Apparently.
Nope, not that map anymore. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I think once I have that information, I'll just go to sleep.
Okay. So yeah, you Ram, because you don't sleep. You sort of see this happening. Kearney, her eyes light up that sort of golden color that her magic is, and then dims down again, and she goes to sleep. Aster is already asleep.
Oh,
Is in the corner making all kinds of noise.
Going to set something on fire.
There's so many pillows in here. It's probably a pillow.
Watching O out of the corner of my eye as I'm knitting. This is my knitting gesture, because I don't know how to knit.
One of these days, I'm gonna fucking teach you how to do it.
Absolutely fucking not. This is just what it's going to be, and you're going to have to live with it.
Ram,
Okay.
What are you making right now? I would like to know.
Holding a blowtorch.
I think like hold the needles in one hand and then start pulling out this massive scarf that's like probably 60 feet long at this point.
Who will wear this?
Yeah, it's getting pretty close.
Who will wear this? This is very long.
Well, I cut off pieces every once in a while and give them away, but it just keeps my hands busy because I don't sleep and yeah.
That is good.
Okay, Duality, that already happened.
Do you want some? I can like cut you off some.
I would love some scarf.
Okay, like pull it out to the very end and just cut off like I don't know 10 feet. That seems normal.
Thank you. I will be so warm. Thank you.
4 foot tall
It's a
bird.
nice gift.
Yeah, 10 feet seems totally normal.
You can scoop it around.
Everything.
So it is literally just a mishmash of different yarns, different like tensile, strengths, different colors.
I love
All
it.
the same stitch.
Beautiful. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You might
They
want to
go back
leave
to
that
our
over here.
tart.
Oh, wait. You might want to leave that over here until you're done with the fire.
I am so cozy now. I like it a lot.
I cast resistance before I
You
go.
finish wrapping it around them, and they look like the kid from A
can't see
Christmas
anymore.
Story. Like, I can't put my arms down. Yeah.
Blue torch in one hand, silver pieces in the other, leaving a trail
Surely
behind them.
nothing will go wrong. Surely. Everything is fine.
And that was the day they burned the sanctuary to the ground.
Follow this, curating.
Where was
Pretty
Lady
sure
Luck
it's
when that happened?
protected. I'm pretty sure it's protected. Let me read the spell again.
I think Pyromaniac Kenku is listed in the
Well,
things it's
it's a
protected
5th
from.
level spell,
It
and it
shouldn't
took me
be.
24 hours and like 1,000 gold pieces. It had better protect from fire.
Don't think so. Can I have the map again, please, DM?
Sure.
The new map that I definitely did not have saved.
Here you go.
Okay, so just looking at the new map, the new fancy map. Yeah, so check and see. So we got all our markers for like where we're supposed to be. Titan's Watch is new, right?
To you.
Yeah, that's literally what I just fucking said. Oh, okay.
I have about 6 different versions of this map, depending on what you guys do. So,
Oh, jeez.
Titan's Watch has been mentioned a few times in campaign.
Yeah.
A couple of you know what it is. It's a city that is built literally in the arms of a titan, a long dead primordial titan.
Okay. And the Ethic style are the dinosaurs are.
Yes. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
If Cedar was here, it would be
Flowers.
the lone dinosaur.
And
But they're not here, so we have to do it for them.
what else is new?
Okay.
Mostly just I added some cities and stuff in because you guys had started getting rumors of other continents.
Oh,
And-
okay.
Astra's almost at the level where you guys can start doing the stupid travel. So
Fair.
O's probably already done that.
Is that what?
well, O is
They got
actually
here.
from the southern continent. So
Is that 13? She can do that.
level 13 is when you guys get that stupid spell. So yes, I was trying to be prepared.
Yeah,
Fair. Fair. That's great.
that is fair.
No.
Thanks.
So, yeah, just back to watching O as I begin to replace the 10 feet that I just cut off my eternity scarf.
Thank you.
Please don't kill yourself.
They just
I will
slap
try
their
not to.
goggles back in place.
One thumb up.
I need art of that so
Everything
bad.
is fine. Everything is all right. Goodbye.
There's no fountain in here anymore. I thought there was, but there is not.
This building is not up to code.
There is no fire suppression system in place.
Look,
The HOA is gonna hear about this.
That's okay, we're not part of it anymore.
the Everlight has it under control. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, go to bed, Gurney.
That's me saying that.
Oh,
We
I
can
do
act your way
believe
through
it,
all of
yeah.
this.
don't forget your moves handler then.
No, I'm not used to doing that.
Well, God, you've only been
That's
doing
what
it
I
for,
have an
what?
accent for.
Mm.
I do voices. I've been doing them voices. Ah.
Hey, look, I
Oh,
actually have
wait,
water.
what?
Let's all look at one of the stickers that I got from Melissa. It's a
Oh,
bat.
that's
Yeah.
my. I made
It's
it.
a bat.
It's my
Yeah.
bat. I made that one.
No, I put it on my water bottle.
Yay.
Yay!
I have it on my desk.
Yay!
My stickers from Ultimate Rolling Dice and
Bats.
your giant stickers on there too.
I always put mine on my paint tray. My little.
More of their space. I'm running out of space.
Yeah.
It match.
We need a new water bottle.
Yeah.
We leap.
Yeah, so what exactly is it that O is doing?
O is attempting to create a lock. That is dedicated to Lady Luck. That will protect the door and the space.
Okay. So I'm going to have you make an artificer check then. So it's going to be a d20 with your proficiency and your dexterity. Is that how we do Alarics?
Perhaps.
Your tools.
Which
Okay,
is
hold on here. So,
dexterity, right?
Or sleight of hand if you want to get real fancy.
okay, so what am I rolling against, Ray?
So it's going to be d20 with your proficiency bonus and your dexterity.
Efficiency. Oh, there it is. Okay. My dex. 16 plus 4, and my dexterity's plus 4 again. So, God.
24.
Thank you. Thank you.
The guidance from chat.
Oh,
So add a
thank you.
d4 on top of that. Add a
Oh,
d4 on
great.
top of that.
That makes it. Oh God, more math. Okay. Okay, so 16 plus 12. Oh no, I have to. I roll a d4. Is that what I do?
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
a
add
d4.
an. Yeah,
Hold on.
yep. You're gonna.
Okay.
So
Four.
24 plus.
Oh my God, what the hell? Okay.
So
wow.
28 total.
Okay, so
All right. So
I probably have made that lock.
yeah, for sure.
I
Wow.
might even not have set anything on fire at the rate that went. So thank you.
No,
Thank you everyone in chat. Rocking it.
Ram, you're watching this slightly fascinated because you imagine this is what Reggie's doing in your chest, but his is probably a little bit less practiced as this one seems to be. And like they're just working and working, and like you think at one point that they're gonna like catch their scarf on fire, but they like move out of the way, and it's like you just watch them work, sort of fascinated. And you've seen artificers before, but the technology when you were first made was different, so it looked different, and now like there's new tools and things like that. And you haven't really seen any of these tools here either. Like the blowtorch is new, and things like that. But you sort of watch as O works, and eventually they sort of flick the little torch off in the off position, and the flame goes out, and set their little goggles up. And
Relief.
there's no longer fire in your house, but they have created quite the lock.
Sweet.
I have finished. Here, it is done. We are safe.
It looks really good.
You want to
Thank
describe
you.
what the lock looks like there, Alyssa?
Okay, it has the figure of Lady Luck reaching around it and over top so that the lock is between her hands and kind of her head is sleeping on top. There's little sparks coming off it in weird places, and it's open waiting to be closed on whatever door it needs to go on. There's also a weird latch thing that will attach that it can go through to lock the door.
Is there a key?
We are the key. We touch the lock with our fingers. It takes all of us.
Oh, all of us have to open it in order to get out? Okay.
Yes.
So if something happens, I hope everybody knows I will cut off their fingers.
Noted.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Okay. As long as we're all on the same page. Put the lock on the door with O's guidance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's very, very well done.
I did not set us on fire.
No,
so
you
we
didn't.
are safe now. Yes.
Hey, you did a good job.
It is
Thank you
good.
for not burning the house down.
My pleasure.
Or yourself.
Yes, also. Thank you for the scarf.
You're welcome.
So O hops over to the door and arranges with a bit more banging of putting the thing in that allows, like the mechanism that allows the lock to go through it so that we can be safe. We are then able to close the door for the night once everybody's touched the lock.
Sweet.
Just drag Elise over by the wrist and put their hand up.
She also makes a strange croaking prayer that no one understands to kind of set this thing in place to Lady Luck.
Perfect. Nobody will come in through the door. Hopefully they don't come in through the giant window.
I cannot make a lock that is big enough for that. I am
Do we have a giant window? Or are you talking about the hole in the ceiling?
The hole in the ceiling.
Hey, the Hallow does cover that space. The Hallow covers that patio too, so. Because it's like a 60-foot radius.
Yeah, because you said it was a 60-foot like bubble, so it definitely covers that. I measured your house; it covers a good portion of your house.
It's big.
So. It doesn't cover the entire thing. So on the house let's see here. Where did I just put that? I just had that map. Pulling it up now. So the what?
I just noticed there was extra stuff in the library. That's all.
Yeah. It's not my fault you don't look at these damn things when I give them to you.
What?
All of the stuff that is on this house has been there.
Bitch.
What? Oh, okay. I was like, everything that's on this map has been there.
Look under library on the right-hand toolbar.
Yeah, sounds.
Yeah. What thing?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, because Granny, you stood in the center of your sanctuary, right? When you did that.
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure it went up high enough to cover the patio. Yeah, so that's
what it covers in your house.
Part of the yard and the house.
There. Yep. So it covers a good chunk of your house.
Dang it.
Not all of it, but still a good portion of it, and a good portion of the upstairs. So.
Sweet. I like it.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, you are able to get through the rest of the evening. I will give you your long rest here. Nope, wrong button. I do that every goddamn time.
So with the Hallow spell, did you tell us what additional effect you put in it?
We can't be afraid.
Okay.
Or did I make it the languages one?
Nope, it was the fear one.
It was the fear one. Yeah, can't be afraid.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you wake up in the morning and this lock has been done. Because it took long, like because it took most of the night to create this, you do have a level of exhaustion, because you were unable to get a rest.
Fair.
So,
does that affect my throws in some way?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got the ability here.
I was smart and I put a bunch of stuff on my hotbar on the bottom so that I can, not totally suck as a DM.
Skill checks are a disadvantage.
Okay, so skill.
You don't suck as a DM. So shut the fuck up. Bitch.
Okay, so
that's not on there, is it?
Check.
Okay. How do you do levels of exhaustion?
I just did it.
Yeah, I know that you did it, but I need to know how to do it too.
Oh, I just built it into my character sheet.
Okay.
O is not exhausted thanks to a greater restoration from chat.
Oh, thank you, chat. Yay.
There you go. So you should have been tired after all that, but you feel invigorated after, being able to help your newfound friends and make them feel safe in their house. And Ram, you notice at like when the spell is sort of completed and all that stuff, because you're still awake when they're done, you notice just the very faintest of thread running to them.
Oh.
First I think it's yarn and I go to pick it up and send
yeah.
it so it doesn't,
you go to pick it and you follow it along.
Okay. Yeah, that seems track, but it's very odd because I don't remember how that happening in the war.
You don't remember what? I'm sorry.
Having strings in front of me?
Nope. This is all new.
Pluck it a little bit.
It goes boing.
Yeah.
The rest of you, sort of as you're waking up, you feel Ram playing with these strings. And for the first time, you sort of feel a tug, almost, somewhere in your chest, and it kind of causes you to look at Ram. And you see, it's almost like it's a trick of the light, maybe, but you see a ghost of maybe a wire or a thread or something like that running from you to them and to the others as well. It's very faint.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I have extra yarn now. Why?
Oh, you mean this thing or wiggle it?
Yes. It is shiny.
The lead slightly panics that you just wiggle around.
I don't know much about what it is. Just that we're connected, and I gesture to the one that kind of leads to Clarity and the one that leads to Robin.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing to be worried about. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen if something breaks.
Everything is fine. I will share yarn with you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you.
share yarn with you too.
Quite adorable. Okay, so you wake up in the morning, and that is a good place to take our break. So,
you betcha. We're gonna go on break now.
Betcha.
You betcha. Bye-bye.
Oh, you betcha.
Bye-bye for now. I'm Effie the DM, and this is the Vactaire. If you know, you know.
I swear naturally. But if I have to think about it, I can't. I can't just work the words in. Shit fuck.
Could you just get them a bowl of lube and we can just get it to go? I don't know at this point what to say or to do.
A bowl of lube.
Oh.
They make it in flavors.
I will cast guidance on your penis. There you go. Pat pat.
What if we go find a plant, 2 plants that like you connect with, and then we don't just go pick them, but like you connect with them, you know?
We'll find a shrubbery. Make sure it's nice and not too expensive.
Me.
I like Gloop to be right beside her face.
Move some real close to them just in case
like this?
something happens.
What can I do to help you?
I
feel like I'm on
if
some
you're,
psychedelics.
If you're a new DM or even maybe an
Don't play
experienced
with
DM,
us.
you're clearly witnessing DM failure here. Clearly. Engage
I try
your
to move
players.
my piece,
Keep
I
them
move the
interested
whole
in your
map.
game.
You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and you're friends.
Don't you make this a pull door because I'll lose my fucking mind.
If I just try to open the door, does it open?
It opens out.
I mean, I'm sure you would have gotten there eventually, but...
Well, I don't know why I learned this spell. So.
Flailing around like one of those inflatable tube guys.
Oh no!
The wacky flailing arm 2 man.
I don't see you wiggling, motherfuckers. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I only wiggle when I want to wiggle.
I'm Jason.
Do you want to wiggle right now?
I imagine duality's wiggling.
You went really deep, man. It's not supposed to be deep tissue.
Your ass was mesmerizing.
You just need to put the tip of the needle in.
Just the tip, just for a second.
I won't be able to sit for a week.
Well, I don't feel comfortable sharing some of the naughty bathroom things I know how to do with a bunch of children. But...
Why?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Ask your ghost parents.
Oh god, my husband was here for all that. You cast this spell and the sky above begins to swirl into this butthole.
They like in circles around you, like do 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 do. And he's saying this out loud too. He's making his own music that he's dancing to. Do 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 bigly, bigly. Do 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 do.
I will not soon recover from this. I have never wanted the death of someone more than right now. Keisha, it was a good fucking game, but I fucking hate Brie. Fucking hate her. I fucking hate her.
No, you don't. You love me.
I do.
When one warforged loves another warforged very much.
I see you, our one true king. We stand Brendan Fraser on this channel. We don't care what time it was. We don't care what his body type is. We stand Brendan Fraser.
Do you hear that, Jeremy? Do you hear that, Jeremy? Go fuck yourself, Jeremy.
Wolf anthros are adorable.
I'm gonna say while you guys are talking, the camera pans out to the lobby, and everybody in the lobby can see that Sheriff is talking to somebody in that office. Not sure who. They're very chatty back and forth, though. For both the Reverend and Jesse, you immediately pick up on a couple things. Not everybody in this town is particularly...
Don't feed the babies lead paint, coward.
They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Somebody.
Paint pants. We should go to that family and then see if we can appeal to them. Is that the word I want?
I think it's begging.
We could threaten them with knives.
Oh, okay. So we have many options.
That's a good idea. Let's threaten them with knives. Just tell them that I murdered the entire family minus one. It'll be fine.
Nope. I once ran into a Spanish beaver. Interestingly enough, there is no such thing as a Brazilian beaver.
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map!
Yep, pretty much.
What? You sounded like you were grapefruiting your man. You know, but he loves the video.
I'm just gonna go now.
What's that? You need me? Okay.
Does this mean we win? Does this mean we won D&D?
I never want to leave here.
Oh, we're back. Thank you for the donation, Emily.
You're welcome.
All right. So, you had just completed the magical lock for your sanctuary, and everybody had gotten a long rest, and it's the following morning. What would you like to do?
Do we know how long we have until skyships leave?
Should be here in the morning.
Are we taking skyships?
Well, it depends on where you're going.
Axe, right?
Whatever you want. We can go for the axe. We can go for something else.
I say they're all in just a diagonal line. We can just start at the top and...
Sure. Whatever you think is best.
It probably doesn't matter.
No, probably
What,
not.
is there some reason that you don't want to go to Haven's Point?
Does this video game have a suggested level for these different side quests?
We entered an area that is too high level for us.
No, it's adaptive.
It's
It's adaptive play. Because I just sort of throw what I need to throw at you when you get there.
Perfect.
So.
Okay. You said they would be here in the morning, so they'd be here this morning or like tomorrow morning?
Like one more day. Like they'd be here at dawn the next day.
One more again. Okay.
So we got a day to kill.
You can just speed through the day if you want. If that's what you would like to do. I just wasn't sure where you guys were going. So.
How many do we have now? Did I already buy a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, you bought a bunch of stuff. But we can go shopping again, because... for reasons.
I hate you all sometimes.
How do I still have so much money?
Because you guys got paid.
Oh.
Yeah, we got paid real good.
Well, shoot.
Thanks for the bits, Charlie.
Okay. Let me just...
So you, depending on where you want to go, like, given the schedule that you were given of the skyships, all of the skyships should be on their, like, they'll meet up schedule. Like, they'll all be in port at the same time tomorrow morning. So depending on where you would like to go, depends on which skyship you get on. Or if you're just going to walk there. You do have a horse and a cart somewhere that you have left in the city.
In our parking spot.
Yeah.
Designated parking spot from the HOA that we are still part of. But not really.
We've got our little ticket so no one finds us. Should we just head there then? Or do we need to pick stuff up?
Good to do a time jump.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where would you like to go? So the Sky Song goes to Blind Grove. That's the one that y'all crashed on in session 1. The Ivory Animus, that one that starts at Baguna and then goes to Drales. The Nimble Endeavor goes to Alonia and then to Vale Fury Castle, wherever that is right now. You know that that's not where it normally is. You also don't really have a reason to go there at the moment, but you could go visit the Cloud Giants if you really feel the need to. There is the Ambling Aura, which goes to Craigside and then Tithys Crossing. And then there is the Intrepid Eclipse, which you actually just took to get here.
Yeah, we don't want to go back to Valtidir. Yeah.
Do any of them go to the place where Haven's Point is?
The closest one will get you to Baguna.
Okay.
Which I know Elise wants to go to so that we can return the spyglass tidbit.
Oh, true. True,
Okay.
true. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
That one takes us to the axe.
There
We
are
have to
two
walk,
in
right?
that general direction. So the axe, you know, is in Haven's Point, and the goggles that you found out about last session are in Drale's.
Right. Let's go to Darley's.
Craney, are you gonna tell them about your vision?
Yes.
Sounds so
I mean, you don't have to. That is totally up to you. Will you stop?
I'll just
posting
tell
shit
them
in
I think
chat?
I'll tell them I think I have an idea of where another thing is and kind of point to it on a map.
Okay.
That could be for later though.
Where is that on the map?
Way far southeast. In the middle of an ocean.
In the maelstrom?
Yeah, perhaps worth mentioning it's also in a storm. We may not want to mess with that right now. I don't know.
I'm sure it's fine.
They said it was a gift to you.
Mm,
Check it
yeah.
out someday.
Yeah. Someday. I'm not too worried about it just yet. But I do think we will need it based on everything that happened last night.
Yes.
I don't know what it is exactly. I just have, can't be a coincidence that we had all that happen and then I had that vision in the same night.
I think you are right. It is not. We should go. Someday.
We should also take this fancy lock you made. I know it's for the sanctuary, but it could come in handy elsewhere.
This is true. Or we could lock the house while we are gone.
Well, then our staff can't get in and out.
We will be gone. They will be okay.
The sheep.
Oh,
Who's
yes.
gonna look after the sheep?
Are outside.
And
They're
the,
okay.
in the jungle.
True. My jungle, I like. Yes, okay. We'll take the lock. We'll help.
Speaking of our staff,
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm doing
Whose
this
names
correctly,
we
I
still
think.
don't know.
You did get their names.
But we've like met them, we've interacted with them more now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Would it
Yeah,
be...
you guys wake up in the morning and like you look out your front window
Would it be
and
the
realize that
staff?
your housekeeper person that you sent to go get all of those damn plants was very busy overnight. There are trees and shrubs everywhere. Your yard clouds are very happy.
Great.
So is the
Golden.
homeowners association.
You're amazing, and I'm gonna give him some money.
He looks very tired.
You didn't do this overnight.
I'm going... There's two of them, right? There's a housekeeper and then
the person you had hired to look over your sheep.
Sheep tender.
Shepherd.
Karumi, who do you think drew on our beds?
Well, that's what I'm hoping to figure out. So I'll walk up to both of them and say, would one of you be able to order us some new bed frames? And see if either of them react.
They both look mildly confused, but given what's happened in the last 48 hours since you guys have been home, not really that confused.
Okay.
You came home with 16 sheep. Well, you bought 13 sheep, you now have 16 total.
Sure. I guess I'm more trying to tell if one of them was the one that carved something into our beds.
Make an insight check.
So
Anybody who
again,
wants to can.
I don't want to think that, but
I gave Brendan 50 silver for staying up all night.
He's very excited about that.
Natural.
You do not think it was
Damn.
either one of these two.
Perfect.
Thumb is still very scared of you guys, but showed up for work anyways. And Brezin has all of the demeanor of a very loyal house. I almost said house Carl because Skyrim.
I'm good with that. Let's make it a house Carl.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
If I give you both, could you work together to get us some new beds?
Of course.
Great.
I
I'll
don't
give
need
them.
one, I don't sleep.
Do you want an extra big one in Aster's room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll look at them and be like, make sure you get.
They're sworn to carry your burdens.
Get really sturdy wood that's difficult to carve into.
Okay, I will check with the local carpenters, but I'm sure this can be done.
Like an ironwood kind of thing. Know what I mean?
Yes.
You got it. I trust you.
Thank you.
How much money do I need to give them for that? Or how much would beds cost, and then I'll add more.
You figure for... I don't know.
Nice. I'll give them.
Make it up. Just make it up.
I'll give them 100 gold pieces.
If you leave them with 150 gold, they will be able to get you the best beds ever.
Great.
You are good.
I'm gonna do that. 150 gold. Done.
You come home and it's just fancy, all kinds of nonsense going on in this house.
The curtains that close to keep us warm in the winter.
Yep.
Amazing.
All of the things.
Cool. I mean, I'm assuming regular old wood, regardless, doesn't really protect against enchantment. But if I can make it more difficult on whoever the heck is trying to mess with us, I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm sorry, your dagger won't carve it in? Shoot!
Man, they could just carve it into the mattress. We're ascending onto one of the skyships.
Look. Let's not.
Sorry, I didn't say anything.
What I'm saying is we're all going to be sleeping in the sanctuary from now on, thank you.
Okay. Whatever you say, Granny.
It's like your own giant bubble for your house.
I have concerns. Anyway,
okay.
That's it.
So are you going to Baguna?
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to figure out where the hell you guys are going. All right.
Baguna,
So,
bitch. I'm a Baguna, bitch. I'm a Baguna, bitch.
So, this is the first time that you are seeing these. But here in Bohami, there is a network of skyships that run. Most of the time, it's usually just cargo, but you guys have permission to travel on them, and they're very similarly done to the lightning rail that you had back home.
Okay.
Where it's run with crystals.
Okay.
And the technology that is powering these sort of reminds you of that.
Okay. I'm very curious, obviously. I'm seeing all the things. Bee boops running around my ankles.
Yes, you just see this Kenku hopping around looking at all the things on the ship.
Yep. If the crystals are visible, I'm sure that definitely has their attention.
Yeah, they stick out the back of the ships.
Yeah.
There's these big sort of they're purple magenta-y color, and they sort of protrude out the back of the ships. Oh God. What was that? I don't know. Somebody was either just in. No, somebody like just came in and left all of a sudden.
I didn't even notice that.
It was like a.
It was very strange.
Weird.
Very strange. Pasta, can you not? Thank you.
So helpful.
But
So helpful.
so yeah, you spend the day and it's like a day and a half to get to Baguna on this ship because it goes really fast.
Mhm.
And you land and this is your first time seeing as you're sort of coming through you come back down through the clouds and you see spread out before you on the tops of several different mesas is a city that is all interconnected with bridges. And there are 2 great lifts that go from the ground to the top of the mesas and lower and raise cargo and wagons and people and that sort of thing, and it's how they sort of get in and out of the city. But you guys come down and you land, and I have a map here that I can show y'all. I know that you guys have been here, but for those of you that haven't seen it yet, nope, do the thing. All right, so you are you descend back into the city, and Ram, as soon as you get within about 200 feet of the ground, you start hearing that clamoring again as the network of Warforged that are here, because there are so many in one spot, you begin to hear them again. You retain your control over yourself, so you're not pulled in immediately, but you recognize the sort of sensation of them like reaching out to you. And you get the sense that there's even more here than there was the last time that you were here. Because the last time you were here, there was about 15 of them. And given like the senses that you get, there's closer to 30.
Don't like that at all. Get really quiet.
Really fall asleep.
I just get really quiet and just focus on keeping them blocked out.
Okay. Yeah. Aster kind of leans down, because I'm assuming she's on your shoulders, and just sort of like wraps her arms around your neck and just pet, 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 pet. It's gonna be okay, Ram.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't lose your sense of yourself. Last time you were sort of overpowered when you were here, but it's different this time around. But you arrive at the sort of staging area, and you're free to sort of move around.
You said it took a day and a half on the airship.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have copied that spell scroll into my book so I have it all the time?
Yeah.
In that time? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm not going to hold you this entire time. I'm sorry.
Those
It's not
jumping
happening.
around super excitedly because they flew. Dream of theirs.
Yeah.
I flew.
Oh.
I flew in the ship. I flew. Hey, Kareni, do you know what?
Yeah.
I flew.
True. That is true.
It was so good. I loved it. Yay.
It is fun.
We should do it
That's
again.
when it crashes.
What?
Nothing.
I can help with that later.
Ram. No. Only flying.
It wasn't my fault. It was the shitty captain's fault.
Actually, it was Kareni's village's fault.
It's fine.
I just didn't know it at the time.
No, I will fly alone. It is okay. I will do
Just
it.
don't go that way.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. We'll be fine. And technically it was the captain's fault because he knows better. But he still did it anyway.
True.
So, it's fault. Vis-a-vis, it's fault.
Okay.
It only
Alright,
happened
so
once. You don't need to worry about it. Probably.
I may be worried. I will tell you later.
Okay.
I will see. Yes.
Most captains aren't idiots, so it should be okay.
This one was good. We got here in one piece. I am
Very
okay. I flew.
You did.
Yes. Where is our axe? Where did it go? Where do we go?
Oh, it's way up there.
Yeah,
Way
way
on.
north.
I have like a map book that I never use because I forget about it.
Well, do we have anything here we need to do? Let me check.
Give the spyglass back.
Other than that.
That's it, I think.
Yeah, that's all I've got. But, we can walk around, check out the shops, and see if there's any trouble to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone named
away.
Bob?
Is there a big Apple conglomerate here now under the name of Bob?
no.
Good.
That wasn't convincing.
You do also know that there is so the unfurling leaf is here as well, and there are teleportation circles here. They go. You can go either to Blackspire or Pearl Keep from here.
Sorry,
which one is?
Pearl Keep is the cloud giant thing.
No, Pearl Keep is the capital of Andaran, which is northeast. If you look at the Phixius map, it's like almost on the coast, the northern coast.
Oh yeah.
Are we closer now to where we need to go than either of those places?
It's still going to be quite a walk.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you go.
Like,
sure.
Keep, like, we're in Laguna. Pearl Keep is here. Drawless is over here. Point Haven's over here. Or Haven's Point is over here. So, literally,
Yeah, it's a horse apiece either way.
I mean, Drawless is a little closer.
We could do that first.
Yeah. It just makes sense. I mean, since we're going to be at a port city, we could always look at maybe hiring a boat, unless you want to go to Co or Swordsfall. You get a boat from there.
Mm-hmm.
The boat up to the
Maelstrom?
Yeah.
No, the top. Pirates.
You could get a boat in Haven's Point.
Yeah, but if we have to go to the Maelstrom, that's in the southeast, so we'd be better off getting a boat from, like, Swordsfall or Co, right?
Yeah.
Rather than boating around. Do we need to go?
Yeah, again, it just sort of depends on which direction you go, really.
Yeah, everything's kind of blending together for me, so I'm losing track of, like, where all the relics that we know of are.
So there is the goggles, which is in Drales. Or the last known location of them is Drales.
Right.
The axe is in Haven's Point.
Right.
And then whatever Karini had a vision of is in the Maelstrom.
Right.
Got that at the very top of my list now,
and you do know that the key that Clarity was after is in Thax Point or Thax Gate. But again, that was
in the
supposed to be
southwest,
Clarity,
right?
who's not here anymore. So the Maelstrom is southeast in the Jade Sea.
But the key was southwest? But
The key is like from where you guys are now, the key is like northwest.
okay.
Havens Point is also northwest, just a lot further northwest.
Andrales is
east. Like almost directly east.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little northeast from Bagula.
So we could do Drales, Havens Point, or we could do Havens Point, then sail down to Drales, then sail out to the Maelstrom.
Well, Drales isn't on.
Oh.
Isn't on the coast.
Do you need the map again?
Yes.
Emily?
Please.
Okay.
We could go to Havens Point and grab a boat to Bexus or Pearl Keep, and then it's just a straight shot along a trade route from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Assuming that's what those roads are for, they're like main trade roads?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
They're main roads.
Trade roads, yeah. I mean, whatever works. Like, there's no railroad to Havens Point either. That's the other thing. It goes into Swamp Gulf, and then we'd be roughing it to Havens Point, it looks like.
There are roads that lead there, they're just not main trade routes.
Oh,
Havens Point is sort of its own. It's almost like its own city-state in the area. Like, it technically belongs to Andarin, but also the person who runs it doesn't answer to them.
Right.
We could do a big triangle, like go up to Havens Point, take a boat to Pearl Keep, and then take the road to Drales.
Yeah.
And then just go along the coast.
And then just go along the coast until we can get another boat down to the
Is Havens Point like
Maelstrom.
sea level, or is it up in the mountains?
Sea level. It's sort of, so where the Havens Point mountains end, it sort of cups where Havens Point is built.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was just kind of hard to do that on the map.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Just want to make sure.
I tried.
No, the map's great. You're good. Just want to make sure like that was actually.
Yeah.
You didn't have to like go up into the mountains and travel into the mountains and then figure out a way down to the shore.
Right.
You're going to have to go over one mountain to get in there unless you go along the coast. But other than that, no, you don't have to actually go through the mountains.
Okay.
You do know that, so like Elise would be able to tell you, and like Karini, you would know of it because of your father, but you do know that there is an underground sort of highway that goes from Thaxgate to Havens Point.
Oh.
But it is very dangerous.
Is it like Underdark type territory?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, but Underdark is so
You could travel through the mountains. It's an option.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter which way we're gonna go. Either we're gonna run into like upper hulks, or we're gonna run into harpies and rocks.
True.
Yeah.
So, pick your poison. Do you want to see the sky for a couple days or no?
Rainy would want to see the sky. Emily loves the Underdark. I'm torn.
So yeah, you could go to Swamp Gulf. You could go on foot to Swamp Gulf, and then go, from there.
Yeah.
Through the Underdark or land?
If you go to Swamp Gulf, you would go just like overland.
Okay.
If you go to Thaxgate, and then you could get on the Underground Highway that way. So there's lots of options to get there. It's just,
And you said one of the
which route do you
teleportation.
feel like going?
One of the teleportation circles goes to Pearl Keep.
Yes.
That would get us close-ish. Also.
Yeah.
And we could just walk, follow the coast.
Yeah, you could take a boat from Pearl Keep.
Or take a boat.
That's true.
So it's up to you, kind of how you want to. Like, if you want to jump, that's up to you.
I mean, I guess it really just comes down to how much are they going to charge us for the teleportation.
They don't, because you have in with Bip.
Who's Bip?
The Queen sent you here the first time around, and because of that, Bip was able to get you access to the teleportation circles that are here.
I figured that was just like a one-time thing while we were doing that. I didn't know that was an ongoing arrangement.
No, the letter that Elise has gives you access to just about anything that the Queen would be able to get you access to.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, we could do that. Let's
I like it.
pop a teleportation sigil.
Sounds
Do you want to pick anything up here while we're here, and we need to drop off the spyglass for...
I have no preferences. I don't think I need anything else. I do have that. Would I have been able to identify that book with silver wire or whatever?
Yes, I just haven't made it in Fantasy Grounds yet. So.
Okay. I know what it is. Totally.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't have time. It was a really crazy week.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Say that.
And that. Yeah, I don't think I. Wait, I don't. Here. Don't need anything. Hopefully, no more mutants in the streets. I hope.
Where is that? Yeah.
No, the damage from when you guys were here during the eclipse seems to have been, for the most part, repaired.
Yay. Cool. I approve.
Well, we should get a wiggle on then. We go.
Let's go.
Very, very, very carefully open my noodle. Bep.
Okay. So yeah, you connect with him like instantly, and he's like, "Oh, there you are! I heard you land.
We're here.
Welcome back."
Thanks. You got a lot of folk here now, it seems.
Yeah, more and more keep getting here.
Like knocking on my head case.
I shushed them. It'll be alright. They know not to intrude.
Okay, thank you. It's a lot.
Understand.
What? Do they just keep coming here because of the Enclave, or?
Yeah. So far, anyways, that seems to be the reason. Some of them have set up shop in Edinburgh, but
yeah,
most of them have come here.
Well, there's a couple in Belvedere, too.
Yeah, we heard that there was a small little grouping there, too.
They're pretty entrenched, though, so... Anyway, we've got your spyglass, and it's not broken at all.
Okay, well, bring it on over to the Iron Enclave.
Okay, be right there, and I shut down.
Okay.
Is it broken?
No.
The sparkle?
No, it's not.
was
It's
like,
been in
do
one
I
of your
need to
bags this entire time.
Yeah.
I think I have mendings.
No,
So-
it's literally been in a bag. We used it like once, and then...
Yeah, you were supposed to give it back at the end of all of that, but you didn't. It's fine. So, oh, you are delighted to see as you cross into the center section of the city, where there is there's a big building that's been sort of erected there, and it is full of Warforge. Like, you had a lot of Warforge back home. There's even more here.
I'm excitedly hopping around, making little noises, singing about forks because I'm so excited. Checking out the new Warforge with big eyes.
and you notice that they've got like workshops here and things like that. Cat keeps using me as a jungle gym. Great.
Yep.
Which is the reason my shoulder always hurts.
Oh, pasta. Yeah, so I'm very curious. I'm just like peeking in the windows and seeing what's going on as we walk along.
Excuse you, you tiny menace. So yeah, you are greeted. Bip is there, obviously, and you see Bash is there as well. You ran into him last time you were here. Doc is there, working on like repairing other like it looks like he's repairing somebody's like optics and working on that and stuff. And you see Bip, and he kind of like, so Bip is this very he's tall and very skinny for Warforged. Very if you've ever seen the movie Treasure Planet, it looks like the robot from that. Very skinny and just lanky, and yeah, it's great. And he's built more for science than war, like Ram was. You've seen his like style before back home. You had a lot of that style there. It was very science and industry back home, so this is not unusual to you.
Okay. Very good.
But they greet you, and you know, Ram, you see your little Kenku friend is very excited by all of the shiny things, plus all of the shiny people.
There's still lots of crowing going on. Rah!
Oh, this is Bip.
Hello. Hello.
We served in the war together.
Hi, Oh.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Yes, me too. Me too. Hi. I am Ram's friend. Hello. How
good
are
to meet you.
today? Good to meet you.
I'm
too.
well.
Good.
Ram,
I like your workshop. It's very nice and shiny also.
yes, there are lots of shiny things in here. It's great. I love it. Reminds me of home.
Yes.
Ram, you got a different colored arm. Were you injured?
No, I just punch really awesome now.
I don't doubt that.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see?
Sure.
Should I punch you or should I
Recognizing
get
the
Bash
look. Oh, you know Bash will fight you for anything. That's his gig.
I'm not using my brain. I'm just Bash.
Yeah. You just hear, like from one of the back rooms, you just hear, "What?"
I want to punch you.
He storms out and he's like, "Who wants to fight?"
Me.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
He's like, "Welcome back to town.
Alright.
Bring it on."
Alright, I go over and punch him in the face.
And oh, you see another Warforged, very similar in build to Ram, and obviously another Juggernaut class. A little bit like, hang on, I gotta check my notes. I think Bash was taller than you.
Bash is taller than me, yes.
Yes, Bash is taller than you, which, you know, it's great.
Feelings.
Yes,
Punch him with a 25 with my new Force Fist.
Okay, so he takes the hit and like he kind of stumbles for a second, and he's gonna clock you too.
25 damage.
Okay. So a 22?
That is, yeah.
Okay. You take 13.
What do you think? Isn't it
As you
great?
say hello, and he's just like, "That's amazing! Where did you get it?"
Belfast in Heaven Break.
We've heard about him. He's gnome, right?
Yeah.
Very, very shiny. He makes all kinds of nice things. I like him a lot.
Yes.
He's like
He is
looking
my
around,
favorite-
and he's like, "Who
my
said
favorite
that?" And he
gnome.
looks down.
This is
Hi. You are very tall.
This is Bash.
Hi, Bash.
Oh, it's
He
just
waves
surrounded
dangerously
by
at you.
extremely tall.
Yeah. There is none of the Warforged are under 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like,
And Craney's
Oh,
7'6".
Not over 4 feet tall.
yep. Elise, who's like 6 foot, I think, is the shortest person in the room.
Oh, and Anster. Anster's short.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she's on your shoulders, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So he was very careful not to like punch anywhere near her, just like in your torso area.
Yeah.
Reggie's like, ah.
Yeah.
I can't
You
get
just-
out.
You feel him like when you take the hit, you feel him sort of like fall, and you just hear him muttering like he says, "I need to make magnetic cup holders."
Do that, you'll scramble my hard drive.
You feel him in there starting to pick stuff back up.
So, yeah, that, from built it, I stole it, somebody was doing a kitchen, and I'm just like, no, I'm taking it now.
We've heard about this gnome. He seems to be very good at what he does, if not a little eccentric.
He definitely needs to cut down on the caffeine.
Still good. Very good. Very, very good.
He like looks down at O, and he's like, "I take it that you're a friend of his too."
I just met him. It was great. There were some small explosions. I liked it a lot. It was very bright.
Well, if you like explosions, and he like sort of very gently like pivots you around and like nudges you forward a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, Duck, we've got another one," and like you sort of are led over to the one who's working on the Oculus of another Warforged, and Doc sort of like leans down to get a closer look at you, and he like takes note of your tools and all that stuff, and he's like, "Perfect, come here, hold this steady for me." And for like a little while, the two of you are working on this.
I'm very happy. Crowing to myself.
Everybody seems, from what you can tell, everybody seems like they're intact, and everybody seems relatively well, you know. So you could open up to them if you wanted more sort of information, because you know you could like with the group and all that stuff. And there are a lot of new faces here that you don't recognize.
So, the new articles, are they from here? Like, they stayed here after the war, or are they from...
No, they came from home.
How's that possible?
Apparently, they've figured out a way that they can get through the gate, through the lattice work of the gate. It's possible with lesser beings. Just they don't always make it through, is the thing. But there seems to be some sort of mass exodus going on from Mechanus. The information coming in is gerbled at best.
Well, did anybody who got here say why they left?
They seem to be having memory problems when they come through the gate. They get cut off when they come to this side. Like we're cut off from home. They get cut off as well.
And they don't remember why they came through.
Some of them remember that there is a disagreement going on about the Accords.
Anything else? Anything more specific?
Primus wants to uphold the Accords. He wants to keep the Accords in place because he thinks that it protects the gate. And there are others who wish to do away with the Accords because then it would allow Morden to lower the gate. On purpose this time.
Why did they want to lower the gate? Didn't they learn their lesson already?
There seems to be some disagreement about whether or not they should be allowed here or not again. The council seems to be on the side of they don't want to lower the gate. They put it in place for a reason. But there are several others who wish to be able to move freely between the realms. It's the same old argument we've had.
Literally the same argument. Hasn't changed, it's just different players.
History always repeats itself.
You just need to stay in their fucking lane.
The most interesting thing, though, is, and he sort of nods over at a Warforge that you don't recognize. This Warforge looks brand new. Like, they look like they were just freshly peeled. And, let's see.
I haven't looked like that since my Soulforge stack came off.
Gross.
I'm pretty sure I walked into something, so I dinged myself up like right away.
I don't doubt that at all.
Spatial awareness was new to me. Everything was new to me. Of course I walked into something.
Yeah, so you get, oops. Bash says, yeah, they are maybe 3 months old.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. After the Accords went into place, what happened with the Soul Forges?
Soul Forges were still there because that's how your people are reborn.
Yeah.
When your people die, their soul is sent back to the collective. Thanks, Last Caravan.
Hey, Caravan.
When your souls are, or like when your people die, their souls are sent back to the collective, and then they're sort of redistributed. It's sort of that the scientific energy can't ever be created or destroyed. It's just in a different form. That's very much how the Soul Forge works. It's sort of mixed into this like soup of souls, and they're all sort of mixed together, and then out comes a new Warforge on the other end.
So either this is a brand new Warforge, or this is a newly cycled Warforge.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Do they know about themselves? Like, who their previous incarnation was?
No, I get the sense that this one is brand new.
I mean, that doesn't really happen all that often, though, right?
Not very often, no. There are times where souls are made and they have no memories of their past selves, so they're considered new.
Yeah, but they've got like a vibe to them, you know? Like, you connect to their brain and it's so clean and crisp.
That's what this one is like.
And they came through.
Yes. Primus has not forbidden them to leave home anymore. He seems to think that because those of us on this side of the gate didn't answer our call, that we need help. So he's allowing those that choose to come through. But they still can't reach back through the gate. So.
And they don't always make it.
No. The crossing is very hard. They could take the longer route if they wished, through the garden into the Feywild and then here, but that's not all that much safer either. It's a lot of jumping, and you know how accurate our jumpers are.
Done that. Okay. I'm gonna connect to the brain of the new one.
Okay.
Hi. I'm Ram.
And you get back very, like, relatively speaking, a very young sounding Warforged. Very young, very eager. And they kind of like, you see, they kind of look around and like they're obviously checking through their visor. Hello. Who are you? I don't recognize you.
I think that I was named Ram.
Sorry, ADHD brain.
It's okay.
That was a DM ADHD thing.
I just sketched that.
Yeah.
I'm Ram. You're new. Like, brand new. And very shiny.
Yes. Is that a problem?
No. It's just been a long time since I've seen a new... Need to think of a name for a new one. I feel like we would have a name for like a new one.
I'm sure that you would. Like
Private.
you call humanoids fleshies. These are probably like what, freshies?
No, I think it would be more like computery, at my age, I would be like the beta program. This is like an alpha program. But Freshies works. Like colloquially, it's Freshies. But there's like an actual name for them, like an official name for them.
Yep.
I just haven't met a Freshie in a long time.
You should go back home. There's lots of them now.
Like how many?
There was 10 in my class.
In your class?
Yeah. I'm the same designation as you.
Yeah, but there's no war to fight right now.
They seem to think there's gonna be one.
Yeah, I guess I can see
Premises
that.
preparing.
Is that why you're here? To fight?
I'm here to protect. If fighting is part of it, then sure.
Yeah, it usually is. Okay. Thanks for talking to me. It's just been a long time since I've seen a Freshie.
It's okay. I'm used to it. They all look at me like that. All
You know,
the
help.
older generations.
Wow.
Not wrong.
I just got millennialed by a Gen Z. Fuck me.
This kid's like, sup, boomer.
Sup, boomer? I'm not a boomer, I'm a millennial.
I know you are.
No, I know, but like that's what Ram would say.
Yeah,
It's like a 3,000-year-old millennial.
I totally lost my train of thought. I was going to say something and it's gone.
Oh, no.
What were we talking about?
You older generation.
The older generation. The younger generation. Oh, you know what'll help? Go roll around in the dirt a little bit. And maybe walk into a wall or two.
Why would I do that?
Guts up your plates. Makes you
Oh.
battle hardened.
I get to go on my first hunt next week.
That's good. You're definitely going to want to roll around in the mud then. Because your shiny ass is going to chase away anything that you're hunting. Like, it's just going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not staying near that sun that's on the earth. No.
That's what Doc said too. And you just hear from like across the room, because obviously his connection is open, and you just hear from across the room Doc going, "Yeah, I told him go roll around in the mud too."
Kids these days, they don't listen.
They didn't listen when we were kids.
We didn't listen when we were kids. I mean, we did, but that was before we, it's fine. It's definitely not anything to do with fighting for your freedom and, your independence and your personhood. It's fine.
When I was your age,
When
I
I
walked
was your
uphill
age.
both ways.
I had to replace my own spark plugs, and they were used and dirty.
Uphill both ways in the snow.
6 miles.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it, because we're always naked, let's be real.
I've heard of you. You're quite famous back home. You used to be Warby.
Yeah?
You were captain.
There were a lot of captains.
But none of them fought Zariel.
Oh, that. Yeah. Well, don't believe everything you hear, kid.
Okay. Whoops. That's not what I wanted.
So positive.
Well, fucking menace.
Mm-hmm.
In a ship in Canada. Yeah, I'm gonna send you up there to live with TT. Get off the shoe rack. Thank you. My God, she's worse than a toddler sometimes. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, he Etch kind of looks at you and he says, yeah, we've heard stories of you back home. You and what was his name, Clash, were one of the first to volunteer to stay here.
Yep, that was us. Definitely.
Was it hard?
What?
Was it hard to leave the collective?
No. No, it wasn't. Not for me.
The crossing was so quiet. It's never been that quiet.
I like the quiet.
It seems sad to me.
It is sad? It's a little different when you're part of the collective and you can feel it getting quieter one by one. Having complete quiet is nice.
I guess. I came out of training and came straight here.
They just want you to protect.
I came because my best friend came.
Yeah.
He didn't make the crossing.
Yeah. Like I said, quieter one by one is harder.
Well, at least there's plenty here.
It's very loud here.
This is quiet compared to home.
Yeah, so I haven't been there in 2 millennia.
You should see what they've done to the place.
I'm good. Thanks for dropping on the edge.
It was nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Now go roll around in the mud. You're too fucking shiny.
I like being shiny. They taught us at basic that we're supposed to be shiny.
Yeah.
You remember that conversation.
Oh, God. Yeah. You know how long that lasted once I was shipped out? Like 5 minutes. Boots on the ground, and I was like covered in shit and blood. Like immediately. Bullshit. Fucking shiny. I like reach into my bag, and I dig around a little bit, and I find the chest, the Curious like herb chest. And I open it. I take like a handful of dirt and like just smear it on the chest. There.
He kind of like looks down at it.
It started. You just need to finish it.
You like, if there could be one of those little question mark emojis above his head, there would be.
Yeah.
Like, you are talking to a kid, like fresh out of basic, like
the grizzled
fully
old war
dives
veteran
into it.
Yes, new recruit.
1,000% that's what's going on.
I'm assuming this is all happening in their channels, and all we see is Ram walk up to someone and smear
mud
dirt
on
on
them.
them.
It is to a point. Ram does not speak in their head. They actually speak out loud, so you're getting her side of the conversation at least.
Yeah, other Warforged are talking out loud because it's not just Warforged in here.
Yeah,
like there are fleshies in here, so they obviously can't communicate with them the same way.
Yep.
Good one.
There, your dirt cherry is broken. Go and roll around in the mud now.
Oh my god. The shit people say in D&D. I'll take that into consideration. And he just sort of like confusedly walks off. And then you hear, over in the corner, you hear Doc go, "There you go, that's you all done." And you look, and and Doc have just like successfully put the ocular circuit back in, and this Warforged kind of looks around. You recognize that this is Spindle. You met them the last time that you were here.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of look at you and like wave. Welcome back.
It's only for a couple minutes, but hey.
Echo didn't think you were going to come back.
Well, we should just punch Echo in the face.
I would, but he's out on duty.
Yeah.
You hear from somewhere in that connection through, like, Doc, you just hear somebody giggle and go, "Duty."
That was probably Veggie.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, Bip, here's your spyglass before we forget to actually give it back to you.
He kind of takes it and he's like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, totally not broken at all.
That's good. Did you get some good use out of it? I hope.
I don't remember.
You did during the eclipse and you haven't used it since.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think at that point I was fighting Pog.
Oh.
We were sparring.
Yes. Well, you were laying on the roof complaining about being bored.
Right.
And then Pug was practicing, and then you started sparring. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose.
Sherry, your tail is connected.
To what?
Her butt.
Oh, is she chasing it around like a dog? I love that so much when they do that. Pasta does that on top of her cat tree and almost falls off.
Yeah, she's on our weight chair. It's just spinning, but every once in a while a paw goes off. And she wobbles.
So cute. Just love her.
Okay.
No brain cells.
No brain cells, just oof.
Yes.
Okay, bye. And I leave.
You just hear a chorus of bye.
I'm hopping off. Yep. Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
You know without even looking that you have a very excited Kenku hopping behind you.
I can feel the
Banging
vibes.
on a thread.
Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah. You all feel that through your threads.
Oh,
just
I'm gonna
constantly
get motion sickness with that.
It'll be okay, Granny. Don't worry.
Like it's seasick. Just like, whoa. Why is the world moving?
Somebody stop that Kenku.
Pick you up with your wing arms stuck to your sides, by the biceps, just carrying you in front of me. Little legs kicking.
Yep. I was excited because they're very high up now. You're 8 feet in the air.
Flying. Those are flying now.
Okay, let go of their hands and then just use their waist.
Superman.
Just airplaning them around. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's always happiest day ever.
I make myself really, really tall. So 7-Eleven, and I'm like.
Oh my god. It's ridiculous. I love it. I'm here for it.
Just over my head. So Alistair's there, and then it's over my head further.
Thank you, Rev.
Welcome. Definitely not gonna get motion sick now, Granny. I got you.
Under the other arm.
Yep. It's carrying O around like a football. Alright, so you it's about midday now. If there's anything you want to do, or if you wanted to just, head to the lifts, however you wanted to do it.
We do the teleporty thing, and then we find a book.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right. So you head to the Unfurling Leaf, which is, as you guys found out the last time you're here, it's a school of some kind for what appears to be mostly changelings or shifters, that sort of thing. There's a lot of young here, and it's very Xavier's school vibes going on, very X-Men going on,
You only ever
which I didn't
see
even do on
one
purpose.
X-Men. You only
Granny's
you
only ever see the one. Yep.
Granny's smiling with her head out very prominently so that everyone knows what a furbolg looks like in case they ever want to turn into one.
You see
the worst Mr. Rogers situation.
Make me a perception check.
Oh no.
You see the bitch that stabbed you.
She's dead.
Jet
12.
stabbed her?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Blade.
No, Blade's dead.
That wasn't me.
Okay, so you sort of are doing this, and you sort of catch out of the corner of your eye a very small, what looks like maybe a rat folk.
Okay.
And they very quickly suddenly change their features and look like a very tiny version of you.
I flutter my ears a little bit.
They flutter them back. and like hide shyly.
Not approvingly and keep walking.
And they're like, you see their friends sort of like group up around them, and you can hear them all talking excitedly.
Cute.
Like the kids do.
Everybody needs to have a fur bulg in their backpack. You know what I mean? Just in case. I don't know.
You sort of explain, why to the one adult that you can see. You sort of explain why you're there, and they lead you down into the rooms that had the different teleportation circles in them, and they cast a spell, and it lights up, and you're able to step through.
Bye.
All right. So you all sort of step in, and you appear, and the first thing that you notice is that the temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's a lot chillier here than it was where you just were. You also can, for those of you that can smell, you smell the scent of brine and salt in the air. You hear gulls, and as you sort of like push out of the room that you were in, you find yourself on a very wide, sweeping white marble terrace, and it's overlooking a very busy harbor. And that's where we're gonna pick up next time.
Yeah. That sounds
We are. Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Lost Caravan RPG, for the raid. We appreciate you, and we are going to pay that raid forward with somebody in our D&D community, because that's how we do. Hopefully, I can find somebody who actually is online.
Turn it forward. Goodman Games is online.
Yeah. Why? Looks like Blue Cottage is still online. So, oh,
quick, let's go before they leave.
Sorry, Sophia. When I turn off my voice mod, it cranks my volume back up. I haven't been able to figure out how to fix it. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go raid Blue Cottage Media. They are currently playing a foxtail, and they're adorable, and you should follow them. So we will see you next time. There is no Phixius 5 next week. Artemis and I are recording the second half of our Monster Hearts podcast with Storyteller Tavern. But speaking of Storyteller Tavern,
somebody to run a one shot.
Yes. Speaking of Storyteller Tavern, you can check out Ash from Storyteller Tavern tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. with Dungeon Daddy Rick on Together Among the Stars. So we will check you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.